Good morning. Welcome to the Dr. Purdue Show. I am your host, Dr. Purdue. Today is a special how can I use the word a special day? A lot of you all remember when I was talking about the advertising, how I wanted to advertise for Dutch, KLM, and Delta, all those companies. Well, yesterday, I'm sure that you all remember when I was so excited about Webjets. Well, as I got done talking to you all, as I got done doing the show, I went to their website. And tell me if God is not good. Just tell me if God is not good. The Lord fixed it to where that I will be advertising for all the airlines. Webjet is a company that's been out since 2010. From what I understood, and when they say Webjet, it means going to find cheap prices. So what I did last night, I went on there because a lot of you all know that I'm going to leave out for the international waters. So I said, let me check on their tickets and let me share something with you. Their tickets are very cheap. Give you a good example. For me to go from here to international waters, for a round trip ticket, it's like $1,900. Well, my investor had told me, he said, why don't you go for business class? He said, because he said 24 hours is a long trip. He said, why don't you go for the business class? I said, well, okay, let me check on it. Through Delta, it was $8,000. Through Webjets, I was able to get it for, I haven't got it yet, so let me clarify it. But the ticket was only $4,000. So it's like, wow, this company is off the chain. So I am promoting this. God fixed it to where that they put me in their affiliated program. And I'm excited. It's like, sometimes when things do not go the way that we really want to go, we want to give up and we want to think, well, God is not looking. But God always have a ram in the bush. Never in my life would I dream that I would be doing this. You know what I'm saying? So this has really given me the oh my God, the initiative to say, you know what? Let's go for what we know. So I am very excited about this. Matter of fact, I have passed excited. I am more excited. I feel like, wow, it's really getting there. So go to, if you're on Facebook, please go to the pages that go to my personal pages, Apostle Michelle Purdue or Apostle Michelle G. Purdue. When I finish with the show here, I'm going to, fix it to where I can put the links on there real good. Go for it, you know what I'm saying? Because even Priceline, I checked on the prices and it was like, wow. And what I like about this, on Priceline, they wanted me to change in 2 different states and country. Matter of fact, from here to where I'm headed for, it only takes like 24 hours. They had me set to go for leave out of Orlando, Florida International. It would take me 2 days to get to where I'm going. I said, heck no, y'all out of y'all's mind. So when I checked through Webjets, it was like, wow. The prices, it was like, whoa. I have like an hour layover and 2 places that I have to change. So it's very, 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 very good. So I'm really excited about it. I'm just happy that things are coming together for the show for me, because, I understand, I've had some people, to tell me that they really love the show. And a lot of them do and everything and stuff. But, they want me to do more things. Well, see, y'all got to understand, I started this show out as a hobby. This was a hobby. In my wildest dreams, I would have never dreamed of doing nothing like this. I'm mostly into TVs and stuff like that. I'm more of a behind the scene thing. So, I'm a visionary. God has blessed me, and yes, the internet TV station will be back up. We are getting everything together, so I'm just excited. I was talking to my fiance last night, and I shared something with him. It was so funny because over in the international waters, some of them, their faith is not like our faith. And he took me, I shared something with him, and he said, yeah, that sounds good. He said, but you're trying to get the hospital, you're trying to get all these other things. He said, that's going to cost a lot of money. And I told him, I said, let me share something with you. And this is for somebody. Don't stress over the little stuff. When God give you a vision, God is going to provide for that vision. I've seen a lot of people stress out. I've seen a lot of people go through the changes. I've seen a lot of people just really go through a lot. And I'm not losing no sleep for nothing. I've gotten to the place that, it's like, okay, God, no, this is not worth it. And I told him, I said, only thing that would stress me is me pleasing you as my soon-to-be husband. Other than that, nah, no, I'm not stressing. So, I share this testimony with a lot of people in my circle, and I'm gonna share the testimony to you because God is an awesome God. God is an awesome God. And you might say, well, you flip-flop. Well, see, I can't help that. I'm a woman of virtue. I'm a woman of virtue, God. I'm a woman of vision. I have visions. But guess what? I will not let those visions override me. Let me make that clear. I'm just as content with Spreaker. Their webinars, I'll sit there and I'll listen to their webinars and get educated. I'm just as content. Besides trying to be all big, this right here is my foundation ground. This right here is my, and it makes me feel good because I got my ratings in last night. And we're almost at the 3,000 mark. And you don't realize it makes me feel good because Lord knows I have been, all kinds of hindering things have tried to block me. All kinds of things have tried to literally mess me up. But glory be to God. To all blessings flow, God has tremendously blessed me. So, I'm just excited about what God is doing. And I want to encourage you all to please go to the links and everything. You'll see it on Facebook, on different things that I'm on. Go, you see the airplane, click it. That's the code. Just go into it and everything and stuff. And let us be helpers to one to another. Also, too, I wanted to share a testimony. I'm not really an old person. Let me make that clear. But stress will pull you down. Last year, at this time, I was in the hospital. My family thought that I had a stroke. And it had really got to me on a lot of stuff because of my blood pressure. And because of the stress that I was under, it really taken a toll on me. Well, I've always been a natural eating person. Even when my children were growing up, I never did, I always ate food from the ground. I've always been a vegetarian, but as my children got older, they're like saying, Mom, come on, let's eat some meat. But to be honest with you, I'm not really a meat eater. I'm a vegetarian. So, I had to go through some things. But anyway, make a long story short, I looked at my face, and for my age and my face, I taken the Dr. Oz test. And you all need to get connected with Dr. Oz because Dr. Oz is off the chain. I love Dr. Oz. When I did one of his things, and this will shock you. I told the age that I was, and I told what I did. And when they calculated the age had me as an 80-some-year-old woman. Right then and there, I knew that I had to change. I had to reposition myself. Well, this is just a testimony. About a couple months ago, I was in prayer, and the Lord told me, He said, I'm going to take 10 years off of your life. And he said the age that you are now, he said, subtract it to the age that I'm going to give you. Because see, a lot of people don't understand age is just a number. Age is something that, you know. So I told my brother and I told some of my staff members, and, you know, they were laughing at me. They said, oh, Lord, have mercy. You know, here you go. I said, no, I'm just obeying God. Let me share something with you. The other day, I went into the bathroom and I was washing my face. Let me share something with you. When I looked at my face, the age in reverse to where it threw me back at the younger stage. And I like, so, oh my God, oh my Lord. And I'm like, what I did was, I didn't ever tell my children what was going on. What I did, I sit there and I asked my son-in-law, who's from Puerto Rico, and him and my daughter, they were here. And I said, look at my face. What do y'all see? Do y'all see anything different in my face? So my daughter told me, she said, yeah, I see some difference. I said, truthfully, do you see difference? And they say, yeah, we do see the difference. I said, oh my God. From the day, they don't even know why I was asking them that question. Let me share something with you. Stress will kill you. Okay? Let's just keep it real. Stress will kill you. Ain't no man, ain't no woman, ain't no bills worth you stressing yourself out. It's not worth it. I have hypertension, high blood pressure. My doctor, now this is going to sound stupid, but I'm just going to keep it real with you. My doctor, when I was at the hospital, they had me in intensive care. And my doctor, he looked at me and he gave me my medications, but the medication keep me asleep all the time. He told the doctor, he wrote the prescription out for cayenne pepper. Everybody bust out laughing. They said, take your cayenne pepper. Well, my brother is a holistic doctor, practitioner, doctor, whatever you want to call him. And we were talking about it. He said, yes, cayenne pepper is the best for high blood pressure. Now, you might say, oh, well, if I do that, I can eat anything. No, you can't. You got to stick with the diet what God given us. A lot of these meats out here, let's look at this thing. And I'm not trying to tell nobody, you know, you need to be a vegetarian. I'm not trying to do that, but I'm trying to show you an illustration. All these meats out here, let's look at it. A lot of them, especially the chickens. Oh my God, they're sitting there giving these chickens hormones. They're sitting there giving all this junk to these chickens. Once you eat the chicken, it goes in your body. Now, because my ex-family is produced chickens, I try to buy the produced chickens. I'm going to keep it real with you. Sometimes it's really expensive, so I like to say, you know, but really I try to be, you know, buy the produced chickens. So a lot of you all know about Bruce. He came over the other day, and I got some chicken. He said, I'm not eating that stuff. I'm like, saying, man, what you talking about? He said, have you not heard in the news that their SDA, the SUSDA are calling back some of the chicken? And I kid you not, I got scared. I went to Publix and I got ready to order me. I got me some chicken, and I got scared. I said, "Oh my God, are you serious?" So, a lot of stuff is not good for you because, and it's not saying that the meat is not good for you, but it's what they're feeding these animals. They have called back some of the beef. Now, I'm not a pork eater. I don't eat that stuff. But here lately, I had to humble myself down and eat it. But trust me when I tell you, you won't hardly catch that stuff in my house. So I've had to do some changing. So what I did was, and my hair, oh my goodness, you will be amazed. Women, stop putting those perms in your hair. Let me share something with you. My hair used to be long. And my family would tell you that I worship my hair. I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. I love my hair. I mean, I have thick, coarse hair. And because my father was an Apache Indian, I have that type of hair. Well, anyway, make a long story short, I used to wear a weave in my hair. And because my hair was growing so long, my daughters told me, they said, Mama, you need to stop wearing the weave. Well, I'm not ashamed. You know, some people say, well, you know, you shouldn't tell too much of your personal business. But you know what, thing, I believe in this. Honesty is the best policy. I mean, you know how to be transparent. You know what to say and what not to say. But when it comes down to the women, I'm very open. And I know men, you guys listen at this and stuff. So, I'm just keeping it real and everything. But back in 2006, I had to have a whole hysterectomy. They found out that I have fibro tumors, about 3 of those things. And at the time, I wasn't thinking about no more children. I just wanted to get this stuff taken care of. Well, there was a repercussion of that. And the repercussion was the hot flashes. So, my hair, when I sweat, it sweats so bad. So, what I did was, I stopped putting the chemicals in my hair. I let those perms go. It's because it's like my hair was breaking off. It's like, what in the world is wrong with my hair? Why is my hair breaking off so much? I keep it braided. It'll grow so fast until they have to redo it. Well, they put pin plaits in my hair, and I can't stand pin plaits. I love them, but when you got to take that mess out, that mess is a job. Well, when my daughter and them did it, I left them in my hair for a year. And they used to laugh at me. They said, Mama, you need to stop. No, I left them in for a year because, I know how my hair grows. Well, I was talking to some friends of mine, my daughter, her, Miko is a natural person too. And if you see Miko's hair, she has those natural curls. But when you flat iron it, that girl's hair come all the way down to her behind. Her hair is just that long. And her and I was talking, and she said, Mommy, she said, stop using the perms and go to natural. And I'm like saying, I said, okay, what are you talking about? She said, go on YouTube. Like now, my hair is soaking wet now because where I'm sweating. She said, go on YouTube. And she said, go on YouTube. And she said, look at some of the perms that they do. Well, I went on YouTube and I found one perm, which what they made was from avocados. And so I said, I'm going to try this. Let me share some with you all. I've been putting this thing in my hair for 2 months. Let me share some with you all. When you flat iron it, my hair comes all the way down to my shoulders. And I'm like saying, oh my goodness, I use coconut oil. And here in Florida, your hair has it doesn't have moisture, but, so it's like, oh my goodness, are you serious? So, I try not to stick with the oils because oils will fry your hair. Now, on another thing that made my hair grow was the curl. You all remember when classic curl was out, Jerry curls out. It made my hair grow because my hair stayed moisture. When you put that activator in your hair, it keeps your hair moisture. Because when you use oil, it cooks your hair. It cooks your hair. Well, here in Florida, it cooks. So, it's like, so what I have to do, I have to keep my hair braided up, my hair plaited up. Right now, I have 2 big plaits in my head, got it pinned up, and it's right now my hair is so wet that I can wring it out. So when you do natural, you would be surprised how your hair grows. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm such amazed of it. And when I comb it, it don't pop. When I comb it, it do not pop. And it's like, oh my goodness, my daughter, I said, I am so glad that I did this, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of things that you can do, women, for yourselves. Let the stress go. That man ain't worth it. That woman ain't worth it. That child is not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You got to learn, when I tell you this, you have got to learn to take care of you. Because if you don't take care of you, nobody else is. And, I didn't get mad at my fiance when we was talking about different things. And I wrote him back. I said, you're right. I said, but I'm not going to stress over it. I'm a firm believer. When God give you a vision, God will provide for it. But don't be greedy. You got a lot of people, especially Christian people, they are so greedy. I mean, when I say greedy, they are greedy. They just won't let one thing go. They got to go do this. That's greediness. Me personally, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just as content with the hospitals and doing my show and doing the TV, because this is what I am. This is me. I enjoy the passion. I enjoy doing it. I'm not trying to be like another Oprah. I'm not trying to do that. I look at some of her stuff all the time, and I love the way that she, how she do things. Find your mentor. They ain't got to know that they don't have to know that they're mentoring you, but learn from them. I'm the person I need to learn from Jesus. That's a lie. Even the good books say we learn one from another. Learn from them. Me, Donald Trump is my mentor. I learn from Donald. I learned from Donald how a man can go bankrupt and then step up in the doggone courtroom and sue somebody for slandering their name, because instead of them saying billionaire, they say millionaire. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. But guess what? God did it. So I just want to encourage you all to get out here and do the things. And next week I'm going to do a show, because I'm gonna share my secret with you all on how I'm able to do this with my affiliates and everything. And I'm gonna share the secret with you. And I want everyone to listen, because the same way that God blessed me, I want to be a blessing to you. Oh, you shouldn't tell. You shouldn't. The devil. I don't care about no devil. The devil don't have no dominion over me. But I want to get our young people off the streets. And I'm asking each and every one of you all to please, I beg of you, tell your young people, tell your friends, tell anyone. I'm going to put it on Facebook. I'm going to share the secret on how you can start your own business with zero money down. Hear me correctly. You can start your own business with zero money down. We're blessed over here in America in more ways than one. We're blessed. Once again, have a beautiful day, a prosperous day. Remember, you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. Also, remember this: greater is He that is within you than he that is in the world. Also, remember this: you are above, but not beneath. The Word of God said the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Have a beautiful day in Jesus' name.